Fuck. Welcome everyone to Passive Aggressive Yoga. I am Ashit, and I thank you for taking the effort to get up and commit your time to this class, time that could otherwise be spent drinking, eating Cheetos, crying, masturbating, or whatever else you usually do on a Sunday afternoon. Let's begin. The first asana we'll move into today is my complete lack of surprise. This asana is the very essence of yoga, but right now we are all very privileged to experience the very essence of Barry. Beer and kebabs. Barry, it is very commendable to you that you are letting your pores breathe so deeply by avoiding antiperspirant. Now we're going to move into... No, I'll do it, it's okay. That's it, Alex. Head down, hips high. Pretend you're at work, or with the family, or in the restroom of a bar. Breathe deeply, hold for 10. During this process you may experience an emotional release. Give yourself permission to weep. Pussies. From here we sink into happy to help. Sink lower and then sink lower again, and into the gutter and sink into the sewer, your spirit place where even the shit floats above you. Relax the spine, collapse the hips, trust your farts, people. Just remember, only 1 in 14 follow through in a yoga class, and Kevin's already done that. So, now we move into the pose. Thanks for your input. Perhaps you'd like to lower your hips a little, Sarah. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just saying that maybe, since people have been doing this for 5,000 or 6,000 years, but whatever, maybe it's due for your own fresh take on it. From here we'll get to our feet, get into a wide stance, push out the knees and descend the buttock flesh into condescending sphincter. Inhale deeply, feel the vague perception of power and righteousness rushing in, and hold, and exhale. Very good, everyone. It's fantastic to see that almost some of you are beginning to grasp the basics after just 17 weeks. That's 4 months, or a third of a year. Just think, in another 17 weeks, you could be twice as disappointing. And now we're going to move into a classic passive-aggressive yoga flow. We commence with the pose, it's fine. By all means stop to drink your unethically bottled water like Karen. It's an excellent means to avoid doing this pose, especially if you're incontinent, like Karen. If you are finding this pose difficult, you may wish to do an easier version. Simply turn around, sit down in front of the mirror and take a good hard look at yourself and ask yourself why you are even anything, everything. From here we move into the pose, no really, by simply lowering the head with thinly veiled sarcasm, lower and lower until you feel your seething rage for me. Hold this position and be very quiet. Listen to Becky's whispered phone conversation. No, really, Becky.
It's fine. I'll wait. I'll just be here at the front of the room, all the blood rushing to my head, talking out loud about your lesson.
Now we rise up and move into the pose. It's my fault. Extend the arm, point to the heavens, that place you'll never go. James, at least try. Oh, you are. I couldn't tell. That's it, James. Breathe deeply. Feel the oxygen rush into your lungs, enriching the blood as it leaves your heart. That's better. On behalf of the class, James, I apologize for your slightly extended lifespan. In this life, we must all follow our one true path. Like Jody, who has already moved ahead into the wrong asana. For the rest of us, we will now move into...
You're welcome. Relax into it. Take your time. I can wait. It's not like I have something better to do. Try not to collapse your pubic bone into your face, Chad. One day you'll get a girlfriend. Or maybe a boyfriend. May as well double your chances. And then we end the flow with the pose, welcome to the jungle, buddy. Now, don't be too concerned if you don't have the core strength to hold this position like I do. Your own mediocre version will suffice, Janet.
Very good. Most of you, not Janet obviously, are well on your way to achieving passive-aggressive mindlessness. Think of passive-aggressive mindlessness as like when you take that aggression out of you and you pour it into a glass and you fill that glass right to the brim. So for you, Janet, think of it as your Chardonnay pint glass. And then you lace that glass with laxatives and then you give it to the other person to drink. We're going to finish now with a more aggressive yoga flow. It commences with the pose, I know.
I see some of you still find this quite challenging. You failed me a little bit, but that's okay. It's all about acceptance.
From here we move straight up into the pose, How do you like me now? Spread the feet, grip into the floor with the toes, soften the knees, squeeze the sit bones together, align the chakras, descend the arms into the final pose we call and suck it. Thank you everyone, namaste, and may your life one day be as wonderful as you make it out to be on Instagram. Here at Passive Aggressive Yoga, we have many viewers who write in with questions seeking enlightenment from their own stupidity. Here's one. Felicia asks, is it okay to stay in corpse pose longer than you suggest? Well, Felicia, I suggest you stay in corpse pose up to 8 minutes. Any longer than that, you are no longer doing yoga, you're sleeping. In Felicia's case, her husband has been in corpse pose now for 14 hours. Felicia, I suggest you grab your passport, drain your bank accounts, and flee. Because the best you can hope for now is a manslaughter charge. Namaste.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Take your time. You're welcome. Now take your time. You're welcome. Now take your time. Relax into it. You're welcome. Now relax into it. You're welcome. Now take your time. You're welcome. Anna!